Hello everyone, welcome aboard. So again we have brought you the new session of Daily Current Affairs Capsule, and this session has been brought to you by Himalaya IAS classes. If you want to join IAS 2021 batch or KAS exam batch in English or Kannada medium, you can visit us at www.himalayaiasclasses.com, or you can reach out to us on this given number. Before starting the session, first the significance of current affairs for the civil services exams. In the prelims, straightforward questions are asked from the current affairs topics. Mains, direct as well as indirect questions are asked from these topics. Essay, it is very important, where you have to write multiple dimensions of any topic. Plus, for the interview, most of the questions are asked in the interview from the current affairs topics. How we are going to cover this session, we'll tell you which articles to be read from the newspaper and which part of the syllabus they belongs to or they can be mapped, and what are the exam important facts from that article. So to start with, the first article of today talks about the China's India's policy. Okay, not India's China policy, but what we can look into China's India policy and what we can learn from it. So syllabus wise, it is part of international relations, and international relations, it is a part of general studies paper 2. So, as New Delhi, or we all know that after this standoff or the violent clash which has happened between India and China in the recent past, then there will be new type of relations between India and China. Things will not be as before. And when we are trying to look at that scenario, we must take a note of what is going on in China about India. Okay, so first thing to note here is it is not an accident. What has happened there, we have discussed in one of the earlier article also, that what has happened there, the top leadership of China, they were already aware of it, and on the same day and along the same time, it has happened at multiple places. So that means this was a planned event. Okay, and they wanted to teach India a lesson, because recently we have developed infrastructure. We all know that Darbuk Shok Daulat Old Begi Road, which has been created parallel to the line of actual control, and with opportunities for the cooperation at the global level that are diminishing. We know that the trade war situation, the halting of multilateral global forums like World Trade Organization, even the COVID pandemic, the regional competition is intensifying, and the earlier system which was there to accommodate the differences into regional competition to effectively manage them, that is crumbling beyond control. So that's why periodic violent conflicts are happening, and it may be considered that they will happen more. Okay, so this can be new normal in India and China ties. That is first thing. Some of the people in China, they are believing, so we have to be ready for such situations in future. Okay, so this actually philosophy that where some Chinese people or Chinese authority or the public opinion, where they think that this has to happen, it is based on three no's policy, which is China doesn't want to show any weakness, they don't want to give or show any concession, and they don't want to show themselves as defensive. Now, there is an opposite trend to this as well. A lot of people think that in this particular scenario, China should not trouble India, because see, they will open up just a new front. China already has problems with United States. They have problems with their neighbors in the South China Sea, in the East China Sea. They have problems with Japan. So in these times, they should not open these type of problems with India, because see, both the countries have their own advantage. If you talk about Chinese advantage, okay, the Indian capital Delhi, it's very near to the border. That can be a problem for India. But at the same time, if you talk about India's advantage, their supply lines is going to be very long. Their capital is on the far east side, and their supply lines or the arms, ammunitions, rations, everything has to be transported to a long way. So if there is a long conflict, prolonged conflict, then it will be problematic for China, not for India. Another disadvantage, like, see, even if China and India, they fight and there is a tie situation, the public sentiment or confidence of the people in India will be almost equivalent to victory, because China is supposedly a larger power economy wise. Okay, but if China is not able to defeat India decisively in very short span of time, that will be equivalent to defeat for Chinese people. So they have a lot more things which they can lose. So while they are thinking those things, we as in India or Indian policy makers, they must take note of the Chinese opinion, what is going on in China, and then prepare the future strategies for India and Chinese relations. So all this, I don't think any point for prelims is there, but these you can add into your mains point or into your essay points. Next article today talks about India and Iran relations. So lost opportunity, we all know that Iran is moving towards China. They are about to sign a 25 years strategic partnership agreement. So prelims wise, against part of international relations, and mains it is part of general studies paper 2. So we all know that for India, what is the geostrategic importance of Chabahar port? So Chabahar port is being developed by India, or has been developed by India into China, and there was a rail line which was to be developed. Okay, so that the memorandum of understanding which was signed was that India would be granted a 10-year lease to develop and operate 2 terminals and 5 berths, access to Chabahar free trade zone. That's what India will get, an opportunity to build a 628-kilometer rail line from Chabahar to Zahedan. Please do remember this. So that is what where India has delayed the decision to make it, and that's where Iran has dropped India from this project. Okay, this was very important for India to get access, the Chabahar port as well as this railway line, to get access to the Afghanistan. Why India has not shown very quick response in this project? Because America has applied so many sanctions on Iran, and we have, you know, a relationship, strategic as well as economic, with America, and we wanted to avoid the sanctions. Although the Chabahar port was given waiver, or it was exempted from the sanction we have discussed in earlier few sessions, CATSA, Countering American Adversaries Through Sanctions Act. India has, cancelled the oil imports from Iran. They have been almost zeroed out. So this loss, and now the upcoming China and Iran's strategic partnership agreement, which is there in news, it can be a loss of India, but which will be a gain for China. Okay. Next article today talks about the outrage on data, or actually basically it talks about when we are seeing the increase in the number of COVID cases, what does it mean? Okay, so syllabus wise, part of health related questions, they are asked in general studies paper 2 in the mains. So adverse public reaction means we should not show too much of panic or adverse to the reaction. If adverse reaction, if we are seeing increase in numbers, why? Because it not just that the disease is increasing. See, it might be because of increase in testing. If public opinion is worse, okay, then we all know that for politics as well as from the economic point of view, the government will not be pushing, or the authorities will be reluctant to push the true numbers or to increase the testing. So this tendency to view higher numbers as lack of governance than a success of reporting is wrong. So if in numbers are increasing, there can be other way to it, that more cases are being reported, more testing is happening. Okay, so this actually this viral outrage, or so much of criticism of increasing numbers, it actually works as a kind of incentive to suppress numbers, which should be avoided. Okay. Next article today talks about sending the right message, and it actually talks about the use of science or the advice of scientific people while taking the policy decisions. So prelims wise, part of science, and science is a part of general studies paper 3. So the core argument of the article is that listening to the scientist can lead to better management of the pandemic. See, sometimes scientists who ought to provide a clear, unambiguous public health information have failed to do so because of political interference. So see, even the fundamental duties of Indian Constitution, they ask us to develop scientific temper and a spirit of inquiry. Okay, so we should not avoid. Actually, if we avoid the scientist or scientific information, the logics, the reasoning, then we are doing our own harm. Okay, for example, a lot of people in the world who will get harmed, or whose industry or business will be threatened if the climate change is taken seriously, they have been lobbying for a long time that there is no such thing like climate change. We have also seen like countries like US openly coming out of the Paris climate deal. Okay, so rather than that, we should follow the example of countries like New Zealand and Southeast Asian countries, which has been successful in the management of COVID, because they have given ample scope for the consideration as well as the follow-up of the scientist or the scientific community, which gives them the evidence-based information which can be used to tackle such problems. Next article today talks about ICMR cautioning about these are the two drugs, itolizumab and tocilizumab. Okay, so syllabus wise part of science and science is part of general studies, paper 3. So the thing is, these drugs were allowed in extreme cases, and now ICMR has said that okay, this might not be very helpful, so we need to keep a track on it. So there is yet no evidence from trials that these two medicines, itolizumab and tocilizumab, the two drugs which has been developed by Bangalore-based Biocoin Biologics, it reduces the death in severely ill coronavirus patients. Okay, so what it does actually, it reduces the rush of the cytokines. What are the cytokines? So cytokines are the prime immune system to send the special cells to neutralize the virus particles. So once some virus attacks your body, cytokines, they sense the response of immune system to neutralize the virus particle. But in some patients, what happens? There is a storm, means too much of cytokine, which sends too much of immune system respond, which sends too much of immune system response and ends up causing inflammation and aggravating the lung damage. So actually, this reduces these two drugs. It is hoped or at least believed that this reduces this storm of cytokine. Okay, so these are the two information which you should remember: cytokines rush, and these two drugs which are being used for the treatment of the seriously ill COVID patients. Next important article today talks about EU-India negotiations, the bilateral trade agreement between the two groups. So syllabus-wise part of the economy, and economy is part of the general studies, paper 3. The question about this actually has been already asked in 2017 paper. So earlier also this trade bilateral trade agreement was on the table between India and European Union, but the process was halted, and now again in the virtual European Union India summit, this will be discussed. So the bilateral trade agreement between India and European Union, please do remember, is called BTIA. Okay, B, broad based trade and investment agreement, BTIA. That was a question which was asked in the prelims UPSC 2017, that BTIA seen in news is related to which of these groups. So other topics or other points which will be discussed in the virtual EU-India summit will be roadmap for cooperation and agreement on the civil nuclear cooperation, launching a maritime security dialogue, as well as negotiations between Europol, okay, and the CPI for intercontinental, you can say, security measures or things like extradition. The major challenge between finalizing this broad-based trade and investment agreement between India and European Union is the dispute mechanisms in the Indian court. So India says that in its proposed agreement that if there is any problem to the European companies in India after their investment, first they have to try the Indian dispute resolution mechanism like Indian judiciary, then only they can take it to some other forum. That's what is not being liked by the European Union. Next important article today talks about India and Iran issues. So this is coming again and again in news. We all know that India has been dropped from the Chahabar rail project. So prelims wise, part of international relations, and international relations is part of general studies, paper 2. So Iran dropped India from the Chahabar rail project because of absence of active Indian engagement. Okay, but Iran says it remains open to all, including India, for collaboration and investment. But Tehran expects future projects should be safeguarded from third-party unilateral sanction. See, this is nothing but this is a reference to the United States, which has put sanctions on Iran, and because of which India was not very much actively involved. Transit route from Chabar to Zahedan and from Zahedan to Saraks at the border with Turkmenistan. That's what this project tries to accomplish. Okay, and India was less active in these activities in last few months because of the US sanctions which has been put on the Iran. Next article today talks about the South China Sea, where US has rejected the China's claim in the South China Sea. So syllabus wise, again, part of the international relations, and international relations are part of GS paper 2. So US has rejected China's disputed claims to the offshore resources, most of the South China Sea. See, they claim the entire 9-dash line or most of the South China Sea, a move that Beijing is criticizing as inciting tensions in the region, which highlighting an increasingly testy relationship, or the relationship which is troubled between US and China as of now. Okay, so in the past 6 months, we have seen the tension between US and China has increased because of Beijing's handling of the pandemic. Also, we have seen the economic trade war which is going on between US and China already. Then the Hong Kong issue, where China has passed a law related to the national security of the Hong Kong and trying to take away the autonomy of the region, and the crackdown of China on the Uyghur Muslim community, for which again US Senate or Parliament has proposed a bill to put sanctions on China. So China basically claims 90% of the potentially energy-rich South China Sea, but all the neighbors or players or countries in the region, Brunei, Malaysia, Philippines, Taiwan, Vietnam, they also lay claims to this. Already, the United Nations UNCLOS, they have said that the Chinese claim are not right, but again, China has said that decision of the UN body is not right, and it has created artificial islands in those areas. It is a threat even to the trade of $3 trillion which passes through that South China Sea. So that's why even India wants that area to be free from any type of influence. Last article today talks about Britain's ban over the Huawei from the 5G network. So syllabus-wise, again, part of the international relations, general and international relations are part of general studies paper 2. So see, United States have already banned Huawei. Even Canada has banned Huawei, and actually it is a result of US pressure. And plus Britain is citing the Hong Kong event in which China is trying to take away the autonomy of the Hong Kong through enacting a national security law. And it has said that now it will not allow the Huawei into the 5G trials. See, already Britain or European Union, it has reduced the role of the Huawei up to just 35% of the total project of the 5G trials. And now the Britain itself, which has came out of the EU, it has removed the Huawei or banned the Huawei completely. See, why so much problems about the 5G network or what's so big is in there. So US is worried that 5G dominance is a milestone towards Chinese technological supremacy that could refine the geopolitics of the 21st century. See, this will be the basic technology which will be driving everything, all the technologies related to the industrial revolution of 4. Okay, so 5G is faster data and increased capacity will make it foundation of industry and driver of economic growth. So if there is Chinese involvement and they use it for their own advantage, and against the interest of the other countries of the world, then they will create a lot of problems for the current world order. Last article today talks about the China and Iran coming closer together. So again, syllabus-wise part of international relations, and international relations is part of GS paper 2. So we all know that Iran is also reeling under US sanctions, plus China is also reeling under US sanctions. Iran is the exporter of energy, and China, it wants the energy. And that's why both the countries are coming together or towards each other. We just talked about the Chabahar Port railway project as well. So this situation is creating a new scope, or it is creating a new possibility for better China and Iran relations. Okay, Iran has a very crucial place in the China's Belt and Road Initiative, where it can provide paths or ways for China to connect to the Central Asia in a better way, to connect to the Europe in a better way. Okay, so this situation is leading to the closeness of relationship between China and Iran, and as of now, a 25 years partnership agreement deal is being negotiated between these two countries, and very soon we might see something in the news. Maldives can't grow. Sorry about that. So that was it for today's session, guys. I hope you have liked the session. This is a list of do's and don'ts which you can follow in order to maximize your chances of selection in the civil services exam. Also, please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, and to press the bell icon so that you can get notified whenever we upload a new video. So thanks a lot for watching. Please stay tuned for more updates. Thank you.